Y'all know the routine, people. I'm gonna play this reggae every goddamn show. What go on them boss? What go on them boss?
Future Fambo.
Crystal, baby, bro.
The Junkin Master.
Lincoln Street in the building.
I'm drinking, I'm drinking, I'm drinking, I'm drinking.
I got rum and Red Bull.
We started here with a flask, cranberry with ice in a glass. As a light can't find me, me last. But me wanna lick up on me and me one boss. Drink for junk that me endorse.
Welcome everybody to the show. Drinking rum and Red Bull. I'm just playing. My kids might be watching. It's water. Forceful purpose in the building. The arrogant pupil. The arrogant pupil in the building. Marla, what's going on? Low key music. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest has arrived. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself.
Big up, Kurt. What's up, man?
Yo, my brother, man, I appreciate you, man. What's going on with you?
I'm good, man. Hanging in there, trying to at least. Glad that things are starting to pick up a little bit, man. This pandemic done messed a lot of stuff up.
Well, listen, it messed a lot of stuff up for some people, but not you, because you're one of the busiest cats I know.
Yeah, man. I'm trying
you know what I mean?
to be busy, but even the busiest cat for pandemic.
Yeah, for sure. But listen, we got some people up in here, right? So I'm gonna get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are now tuned in to the TKB Report.
Yes.
I'm your host, Mr. Three Keys, and today's guest is one of Jersey's legends.
Jersey's fastest hands in the building.
Today's guest is New Jersey's fastest hands. Today's guest is one of the only DJs that I know of that had a deal with a somewhat major clothing company who was owned by somewhat of a major clothing brand. It was a major clothing brand who has amassed over $1 billion in sales. And we're going to get into how he have been a part of that. He has also graced the radio stations, one of New York City's tri-state areas, longest running radio stations with WBLS. He has made the DJ game. He has truly turned that into, he's become a businessman, CEO. Like, he's turned that into an actual business. And what you're looking at right here is one of his mixed CDs that was purchased, I don't know how many years ago, but I'm old school. I still play CDs in my truck, backseat of my Jeep. Let's swing an episode. This is a Jersey zone. I believe he's from Irvington, New Jersey. I got roots in Irvington. You know what I mean? We know a whole bunch of people from the same circle. I consider him to be like family. I want everybody in here to show some love for Mr. DJ Ran, a.k.a. Jersey's fastest hands, in the building.
Round of applause, y'all. Give him a round of applause.
Round of applause.
What's good? What's up, everybody tuned in? That's the hometown right there, 07111.
07111 in the building. You know what I mean? We originally from 07108, but we got nothing but love for Irvington, right?
I lived on the border. I was on the border. I lived on 18th Ave and Isabella. That was my block. So I lived on the border of Irvington and the Vailsburg section. So,
Well, yo, welcome to the show, my brother. Welcome to the show, man. How you making out?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you for having me come through. It's my honor, man, to be a part of this.
So listen, many years, not many years ago, enough years ago, I came up with this idea to, Dane, what's up, baby? I came up with this idea. I'm gonna put a documentary together with all of New Jersey's, you know, talent, house music, hip hop, DJs. And me and my partner came to see DJ Rand over at Against All Odds. And he was actually doing a reunion party. I went to King. He was doing a reunion party at King. I don't know if you remember this. I think they call it Taj Lounge now. We kind of interviewed. We interviewed
Suite 53 or Law 47.
Yeah, one of them. You know what I'm saying? And we interviewed you with the brick background. And I still got that footage, and I wish I had put it in a promo. But you was one of the first people I thought of because, like, a deal with Against All Odds, WBLS. You don't do a lot of clubs, but you do enough. You do corporate shit. You do parties. You do weddings. Like, you do pretty much do it all.
Yep.
I just want to get to the root of when all of that started for you.
Shoot, can I curse or I got to keep it?
Nah, you good. You good, man. We all grown, bro.
Shit, I've been DJing since I was 10 years old. So this has been a dream that I've been living basically all my life. And the crazy part is, like, I started listening to, back in the day, it was called 98.7 Kiss FM.
Sure was.
We didn't have CD players. We didn't have none of this technology. So I had one turntable and I had a mixer. And I couldn't afford my second turntable. So what I used to do was I used to wait till, I think, like 9 or 10 o'clock at night when the first two hip-hop DJs came on, which was DJ Red Alert and DJ Chuck Chillout. I used to listen to their set on 98.7 Kiss, and I would record it on a cassette deck. And while I played their mix, I would try to mix my own little record into their mix, try to make it seem like I was playing with them. And the ironic part is, for me to get on WBLS, my very first set on BLS, guess who was the DJ 1 hour before me was Red Alert, and then the hour after me was Chuck Chillout. So it all came back full circle, which was you know, is like a dream come true, which made me believe that, you know, all of this was meant to be. I also, you know, started DJing on WBLS. Me and another DJ from Queens by the name of DJ Preem, we were the only two DJs on WBLS that had to win a DJ battle in order to get our spot on the radio. So they had a DJ battle back in 2000 and I think it was 2015 or 2014. And out of 400 DJs, they chose 4 DJs to battle it out at Harlem Night. I mean, it was a Harlem Week, and it was like probably 100,000 people out there. They had Hot 97 on one side of the street, and all the way down at the other end was WBLS. So me and DJ Preem winded up tying, and then we had a tiebreaker, and then they decided to just keep us both because we both did such a good job, and we've been both on WBLS ever since. So shout out to my man DJ Preem, shout out to Red Alert and Cool DJ Red Alert. Those are like my foundation. That's what, you know, what really got me started.
So let me ask you, right? So, and I was going to get into that later on, but you jumped right into it. Yo, what is it that, like, to be on the set with a legendary crew? So I'm gonna go through the crew at WBLS.
Mm-hmm.
You got DJ Marley Marl, super duper legend. You got DJ Chuck Chillout, as you mentioned. Logo Kings in the building. You got Dev, what's up, baby? You got Cool DJ Red Alert. You got DJ Scratch. You got Bugsy. You got Kevin Hedge. You got one of my all-time favorite DJs, let me rephrase that. All-time favorite radio personalities in David Levy.
Yes, sir.
And as you can tell by what I was playing before the show,
mm-hmm.
I'm big. Big up my GT family, you know, big up all West Indians, all Caribbean, right?
Yes.
And then you have DJ Antoine Qua.
Jersey.
DJ Ran,
Yeah,
Jersey's
and
fastest hands.
DJ
What is,
Bokeem from Jersey. We the only three from Jersey.
well, Kevin Hedge.
Oh yeah, and Kevin, my bad. I
I
forgot
think
about
he
Kevin.
I think he's from Newark, right? So
Yeah.
now you a part of legendary status, right? Tell me how Jersey, like your foundation in Jersey, kind of contributes to your DJ style and being able to kind of fix yourself and find yourself in the midst of all these hip hop and cultural icons.
Well, I mean, I must say, Against All Odds played a very big part in the foundation of my career. Also, Low Key Entertainment played an instrumental part in my career because with Against All Odds, I was in the mall every weekend, and I got it to the point where I helped build Against All Odds so much where they was flying me to different stores all around the country. And while I was DJing for Against All Odds, I also was DJing the clubs for Low Key Entertainment. And Low Key Entertainment, we started as a small group that started with about 3 or 4 folks, and we built it to a staff of over 54 promoters and promotion directors, where we had a different club going on every day of the week. So that helped me get my exposure on the club scene. And then when I was in the mall, that helped me get my more exposure as far as me giving out tapes or selling mixtapes. I was able to have my music and my sound all around the world. And while I'm in the mall DJing, they was basically paying me to practice all day in the mall. Every time I look up, I had a crowd around me. So, you know, I had to do what I do. And that helped me get into learning turntablism and learning how to do tricks and learning how to try to be an entertainer as opposed to just a DJ. So that's what separated me from just, you know, DJing in the mall or DJing in the club. I started to create my own style as far as turntablism and doing tricks, where at the end of a party, if I was feeling it, then I would show off a little bit. And that's what, you know, separated me a little bit from the average.
Well, so I'm reading in the comments, right? So my man Quasha said, how many times did I grind to some stuff in a party because of this guy? Salute to you, right? So so now you mentioned Against All Odds. I touched on pause with WBLS, how you got ingratiated with WBLS. Now I want to hear the story about what transpired for you to become Against All Odds DJ.
Let's see. So back in 1999, I was still in college. I was a student at Jersey City State University. Big shouts to NJCU. I was going to school there for 3 years, and I realized that school, it was cool, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. While I was at school, I was reading up on the newest speakers or watching videos on how to learn how to scratch or whatever. So my focus wasn't into school and into the books. Then they started booking me to DJ the college parties, and then it was over. Like once I started doing my own school's college parties, I figured, hey, if they're gonna pay me $1,000 a gig, why do I need to go to school if I can make at least, if I do 2 gigs for them a month, I'm making $2,000 a month just in 10 hours. So, you know, that helped me start branching out and start DJing for other colleges. So this way, if I do Jersey City State 2 times a month, I still got room to do Seton Hall at least 1 or 2 times a month, Bloomfield College 1 or 2 a month. And then before you know it, I had my Sigma brothers and the Zeta sisters. They would book me for all of their fraternity events. And before you know it, I had the colleges on smash. But before I got to the college scene, another part of my foundation was Irvington High School and Augusta Street School. One of my mentors, Kevin West, was one of my mentors when I was a freshman in high school, and he had me DJ some of our fundraisers for the Sigma Beta Club. That opened doors for me with Irvington High School because when I started going to high school, I was a member of a group called Students Against Crack, where the CEO of the organization was a woman by the name of Rita Owens. And Rita Owens was Queen Latifah's mother.
Respect.
And she was another mentor of mine who helped me get into DJing for Irvington High School. So I started really DJing in high school before I even got to college. But Kevin West, Robin Barty, Rita Owens, they really helped to push me because they saw that I wanted to be a DJ at a young age, and they started, you know, booking me for gigs. Then before you know it, I started DJing the talent shows and the fashion shows and the step shows and the proms. So I was busy at the early age of 16. I had my first little Dodge Omni. I would put all my little speakers in
Dodge
Omni, and I would just go moving. My Omni, however, I fucked around and got carjacked for my Omni 1 block away. I was on 18th and Isabella on my own street, and some dude called me. I thought I knew him. I walked up to him. He pulls out a gun and was like, nah, I wasn't saying what's up. I want your car and your jacket. And I had to give it to him because he had a gun, and I still wanted to live. So that showed me that where I was living at wasn't a good area. Like, I thought it was a cool area until I got carjacked.
That shit ain't never been cool, bro. Let's keep it real. That shit ain't never been cool.
A week later, they found my car on 16th Ave in front of the Eleganza on bricks.
I've been there a couple of times. You know, car sitting on bricks and shit. I've been there.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like I got stories for days. Like it's good to just look back at some of my accomplishments. Like the other day, I looked at my yearbook. I graduated back in '94, and in my yearbook, Quin's mom is saying how she's proud of me, DJ. I even put into the comments, I want to grow up and be a professional DJ and DJ on the radio. That was my own goal in high school, and you know, I wound up being on Rap City, The Basement 4 times. I wound up DJing for some of the biggest celebrities all around the world. You know, it's just a good thing. And I'm glad that I stuck with it, because if I didn't, you know, there's no telling if I would have been able to accomplish the dreams that I have, you know, that I was dreaming about when I was a kid.